Tonight's broadcast is made possible by Strack & Van Til, your favorite Indiana-made grocery store. Crowell Insurance Company, the insurance superheroes. Ironworkers Local 395, proud to be union. Four Seasons Mechanical, quality and comfort is our guarantee. Boilermakers Local 374, earn while you learn. Pulse Technology, leading the way in technological innovation for over 70 years. Visit Michigan City LaPorte, closer than you think, better than you imagine. IBEW Local 697, proud to support high school sports. Bricklayers Local 4, the best hands in the business. Economy Electric Heating and Cooling, keeping you cool in the summer and cozy in the winter. Blythe's Team Sports, where the athlete shops. And Hampton Inn, downtown Indianapolis. This is the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Good evening, everybody. Thank you for joining us, and welcome to Game Night in the Region on the Region Sports Network. We come here tonight from Valparaiso High School as the Region Sports Network presents live coverage of Indiana high school baseball as the Crown Point Bulldogs take on the Valparaiso Vikings. I'm Captain Later, now the play-by-play for tonight's action. Thanks for being with us, everybody. Really fun matchup. It's the second game of this two-game series between these two Duneland Conference sides, two teams who believe they could be at the top of the conference. Yesterday, Crown Point dominated an 11-0 victory over the Vikings in run rule fashion. And that's how we got here today. Crown Point currently sitting just half a game back of Chesterton in the Duneland Conference in the standings. Valparaiso comes in fourth place.
The assistant coaches for the Vikings are Chad Evans.
Time now for tonight's batting orders, and they're powered by Great Lakes Sports Hub, where athletes train harder, recover smarter, and compete at their best. Elevate your game at the Hub. Crown Point tonight, 9-0 overall, 3-0 in Duneland Conference competition. Nathan Sheets, the second baseman, leads it off. Kaden Matuzik, the shortstop, bats second. Sean Dunlap, one of the top hitters in the region, bats third in right field. The catcher is Connor Gaines. He'll clean things up. Brody Langhans is in center field, batting fifth. Andrew Long, the third baseman, bats sixth. Logan Johnson, the first baseman, bats seventh. Connor Trapp, the DH. Carson Payne in left field as Lucas Haas steps in on the rubber. Right-handed pitcher, 0-0 in his third appearance on the bump this season. Nathan Sheets steps in, and off we go from Valpo. It's a first pitch fastball that misses outside, ball one. Defensively for Valpo, it's Gear in left, Glass in center, Ream in right. 1-0, swung on and missed, 1-1. Andrews at third, Gill at short, Malloy at second, Burns at first, Jepson catches. Valparaiso in the white, Crown Point in the red on a windy Wednesday night. That's a good breaking ball. It's 1-2. Bulldogs seeking their second Duneland sweep of the season today with the win. Valpo trying to earn a split after sweeping Lake Central last week. Count still 1-2. And the pitch. Swing a foul, and he stays alive. Sheets on the season, 9 for 27, good for an average of .333. That is in 9 games of work. He's played in all of Crown Point's action this season. Another 1-2. Got him swinging, breaking ball down and away. And there's the first out of the game. 10th strikeout in the year for Haas. A junior right-hander. Also plays first base, but gets a start here against the, as it stands, number one team in the 4A coaches poll entering this week in Crown Point. 1-0 is chopped foul by the shortstop, Matuzik. These two sides both coming in the top 10 in the latest coaches poll put out on Monday. Crown Point 1, Valparaiso tied for 6th. Now the stretch the 1-1. Inside and to hit him. Just a slow breaking ball backed up on him. And now they'll bring up Sean Dunlap.
23, Sean Dunlap.
The senior has been on fire to start the year. Leads the team in batting average, hits, home runs, and RBI. He hit a mammoth home run yesterday in the opener of these two games yesterday in Crown Point. He chops this one to the left side. It finds a hole for a base hit in the left. Dunlap puts up his team-high 16th hit of the year, and the inning continues with Connor Gaines, the catcher.
Catcher number 9, Connor Gaines.
Gaines, another one with an absurdly high batting average, 429 across the 9 games. Tied for the team lead with 3 doubles. He's got 5 extra base hits overall as he takes ball 1. Trying to come through with runners in scoring position. That one misses high. 2 balls and no strikes. Crown Point victorious yesterday by a final 11-0 in 5 innings of play. A run rule. Valparaiso did not record a hit in the game. This is lifted in the air down the right field line. Ream goes over and makes the catch on the chalk. Both runners will tag. Throw will go into second base, and avoiding the tag is Dunlap. It is the second out of the ball game. A productive out for Connor Gaines, and now that'll bring up Brody Langhans.
Center fielder number 3, Brody Langhans.
Crown Point scored 3 runs in the first inning and then 4 in each of the second and third to break it open and end the game early. It was their 6th run rule victory of the season yesterday. Langhans 0 for 3, but he did drive in a run yesterday, and he falls behind 0-2. When Johnston went the distance yesterday, he's playing first base today for Crown Point. That one's fouled straight back. For Valpo, meanwhile, it was a rare loss for a team that, as everyone knows, got so hot down the stretch last season. That was their first loss since April 26th of 2025. Oh, 2. Got him swinging. Blew the fastball right by him. And he keeps a pair of runners in scoring position. We'll step aside. You're watching Game Night in the Region on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Have you heard? Strachan Mantel was voted Best of the Region 2025 in several categories, including Best Caterer, Deli, Flower Shop, Food and Grocery Delivery, Fried Chicken, Place to Buy Produce, Place to Buy Seafood, Loyalty Program, and Grocery Store. We're proud to be recognized by our community, and we're committed to continuing to deliver the variety, value, and convenience you deserve. See for yourself what it means to be the best when you shop at Strachan Mantel.
Hi, I'm Crowd Company's Lantern Man. If you're a contractor, it's my job to make your insurance coverage simple and affordable. Because I know time is money, I'll come to your business. Certificates and bonds are a snap. Wherever you are, whatever business you're in, we've got you covered. As Crowd Company's Lantern Man, I'm your insurance superhero.
Crowd Companies, insurance professionals. Highland, Merrillville, and Michigan City.
Tonight's Valparaiso batting lineups are sponsored by Great Lakes Sports Hub, combining world-class facilities, cutting-edge technologies, and community support into one unified platform for athlete development. It'll be Trent Gill, the shortstop, Will Jepson, the catcher, DJ Malloy, the second baseman, the top three. Cooper Gear will clean things up, the left fielder. Ben Glass, the center fielder, bats fifth. Logan Dilly, the DH, bats seventh. Beckett Ream in right field bats seventh, rather. The DH bats sixth. Jackson Burns, the first baseman, bats eighth. And Jaden Andrews at third, bats ninth. They'll be going up against the southpaw Riley Ackerman, 2-0 with the 3.11 earned run average across 3 appearances. He's tossed 9 innings from the left side and has struck out 12. He'll face a lineup that tries to find a hit against this Crown Point pitching staff.
Number 2, Trent Gill.
Logan Johnston went the distance yesterday. Did not allow a hit. He did walk 2, so Valparaiso had a pair of base runners yesterday. Couldn't get him across. Gill 0 for 1 in the game yesterday. He had one of those 2 walks. And he starts this one off by taking ball 1. Apple offense averaging 7 runs a game this season through their first 5. Swung on and missed, 1-1. We're hoping to, and granted the numbers inflated with the 11 runs yesterday, but trying to get back to the usual ways, compile base runners to good team average. The wealth has been spread out across this offense. Power numbers are down, but overall, the 31 hits as a team this season through 5. That one's crushed down the left field line, and it's foul. Into the parking lot. It will bounce, and it's 2-2. Right on left here. Left on right, beg your pardon. For the 2-2. Slow curve popped up out of play behind home. Defensively, for Crown Point, Payne in left, Langhans in center, Dunlap in right. Here's the 2-2. Popped him up right side. This will find its way out of play. Long and Matusik on the left side of the infield. Sheets Johnston on the right side. Gaines will catch. This will be the 7th pitch of the at-bat. Trent Gill doing a good job working the pitch count here early against Ackerman. Now the windup, another 2-2. Curveball backed up on him, and it's full. Six of the 8 Duneland Conference teams in action tonight on this Wednesday night, as that is popped up right in front of the plate. Gaines tosses the mass. It's Ackerman, the pitcher, who collides with his third baseman, Andrew Long, to make the catch for out number 1. Time now for the game night forecast, brought to you by our friends at Economy Electric Heating and Cooling. Tonight's forecast, a nice, warm, humid 71 degrees. 10-mile-per-hour winds out of the southwest. A lot of rain over the last couple of days. 76% humidity. That is the game night forecast, keeping you cool in the summer and cozy in the winter, as Jepson cuts and misses at strike 1. Fouled off, it's quickly 0-2. 0 for 1 yesterday. He did work a walk. Only recorded 2 plate appearances in that short 5-inning game. That's a nasty breaking ball, and then strike 3 called. Front door of the left-hander, and there's 2 away.
Second baseman, number 10, DJ Malloy.
DJ Malloy will mat here. 0 for 2 yesterday, 308 on the season. And across 21 plate appearances, 13 at-bats. Takes ball one. Popped up right side. Should be playable. Johnston gives way to the second baseman, Sheets, who makes the grab, and that will retire the side. 3 up, 3 down go the Vikings. We played one, and we're scoreless. You're watching Game Night on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Thinking about what to do after high school? Consider a career with Boilermakers Local 374. As a Boilermaker apprentice, you'll earn while you learn. We offer excellent wages and benefits, and as part of our no-cost hands-on apprenticeship program, you'll learn from the best in state-of-the-art training centers and on the job. Become a union Boilermaker and get on your way to a great career. Find out more, visit www.local374.org or call 219-845-1000.
IBEW Local 697 isn't just wiring buildings. We're woven into the very fabric of Northwest Indiana. We're your neighbors. Our kids go to school with yours. We stand in the same bleachers cheering for the same high school teams. When you hire a union electrician, you're not just getting the highest quality work. You're supporting our community. IBEW Local 697, proudly powering our own.
Mayor Pete Land and the Crown Point Pace Department are proud to support Crown Point Athletics and say, "Go Bulldogs!" Crown Point remains dedicated to preserving history, celebrating everyday life, providing the best in-city services, and encouraging smart growth. Visit Bulldog Park on select Saturdays for the Crown Point Farmers Market beginning May 23. Purchase wares from 70-plus vendors from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. through Saturday, September 26. For more information, visit crownpoint.info/farmersmarket. 6-7-8 to start off the second inning for Crown Point. Valpo did a great job of getting out of that tough jam. 2 on in scoring position with only 1 out, and they escaped without giving up a run.
Heads up, Dennis.
Counts even at 1-1. Long, one of the few players in this lineup who went 0 for 3 yesterday. Takes that one down. 2 balls and a strike. He did strike out 1 time yesterday. Crown Point, 10 hits on the day yesterday. And that's 10 hits through only actually 4 half innings. That one's roped and a base hit to left field off the bat of Andrew Long. We weren't going to keep him hitless for long. He's a .360 hitter. He picks up his 10th base knock of the year, and he'll bring up Logan Johnston.
First baseman, number 22, Logan Johnston.
It's the first leadoff base runner of our ball game. Johnston was yesterday's starting pitcher, and I should say only pitcher for Crown Point. At the plate, he's a .263 hitter. He's been dominant on the mound this season. They check on the runner. He's back in there safely. Johnston, a team best .49 earned run average following yesterday's 5 innings of no hit, no run baseball with 4 strikeouts and 2 walks. He only faced 16 batters in the game. And he got it done on 60 pitches. 1-0. That one's drilled deep center field. Glass racing back in front of the track. He makes the catch. Having his scamper back to first base is Long on a loud, long first out of the inning.
Designated hitter, number 19, Connor Trapp.
So Glass able to make the play out there in center. It brings up Connor Trapp, the DH. Well, 1 for 3 showing. He scored a couple of times yesterday. We'll check again. Safe at first. Overall, Trapp is 4 for 10 on this young season. He's played in 7 of the team's 9 games so far. That's fouled off. It's 0-1. Bulldog offense averaging 11.1 runs per game coming into this one today. Held without a run in the first. Here's the 0-1. Popped up again. Shallow right field. Malloy going out. Ream coming in. The right fielder lays claim to it for out number 2.
Left fielder, number 1, Carson Payne.
So here's Carson Payne. 1 for 2 with an RBI yesterday. His second ribby on the season. He'll check again, safe at first base. Long, good speed. He's got 3 stolen bases on the season. Fakes the steals. That one misses away. Off the end of the bat into right center field. Long run. And the catch is made by Glass in the alleyway, and that will retire the side. Nothing comes to the leadoff single in the second inning for Crown Point. No runs off 1 hit, no errors, and a runner left on base. We go to the bottom of the second, still scoreless. You're watching Game Night on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Four Seasons Mechanical proudly serves Northwest Indiana, providing quality, reasonably priced, reliable service. With a quality and comfort guarantee, the professionals at Four Seasons Mechanical offer a wide range of services in heating, ventilation, and air conditioning. Whether it's residential or commercial, Four Seasons Mechanical is there 24/7. To find out more, the website is fourseasonsmechanical.com or give them a call at 219-756-7020. Four Seasons Mechanical, your indoor air quality specialist.
Looking to buy or sell in Northwest Indiana? Trust the Nicola Group, one of the region's top real estate teams, delivering a smooth, client-first experience every step of the way. The Nicola Group, the trusted Northwest Indiana real estate team. Cooper Gear leads off the home half of the second inning. Scoreless through an inning and a half. Crown Point owns both of the game's 2 hits on the scoreboard as that one goes behind the left-handed hitting left fielder. Left-on-left action here for the second time. We saw Ackerman fool Jepson with a nasty front door, almost slurve-like pitch in the first. That's a backdoor fastball, and it's 1-1. May have checked. And it's 2-1. He did check it. That's one of those appeals where it's so tough with a 2-man umpiring crew, because there's no way to appeal down a third base with a left-handed hitter. Here comes a 2-2. Trying to go with a fastball. He misses outside. Gear tied for the team's lead in hits. Entering this one, works a leadoff walk. First base runner of the day for Valpo.
Center fielder.
And it brings up Ben Glass, the center fielder. Third base runner against this Crown Point pitching staff in this 2-game set. Like I mentioned before, Valparaiso's 2 base runners yesterday, just a pair of walks. As Glass takes strike 1. Junior hitting .278 on the year. He's driven in a team high 8. They'll check on the runner. And he's safe. That lefty pickoff move from Ackerman. Really tests the patience of a base runner. Gear, an aggressive lead off of first on the 0-1. Nasty backdoor curveball on the 2-2. Gear 1 for 1 on the base paths this season. If he likes to kill, he doesn't on the 0-2, which is cut on and missed. And Gear able to dive back in there safely. Second strikeout for Riley Ackerman on the mound.
Logan Dilly.
For Crown Point, as Logan Dilly will come on up the DH. 200 hitter on the year. Goes after the first pitch and pops it foul. Crown Point trying to sweep Valparaiso after taking game 1 yesterday 11-0. That was at Crown Point. And it was the first time that Valpo was shut out in a game since April 16th of 2025, which coincidentally came in Crown Point against the Bulldogs, where Crown Point won the game 1-0 on a walk-off in extra innings. Here's the 0-1. In the air to right field, pushing Dunlap towards the line. He makes the catch. As Gear fakes the advancement to second, and there's 2 away.
Right fielder, number 19, Beckett Green.
Rain will be the batter with 2 away. And the runner on first base. 2 for 13 on the year. On a pitch out, Gear is able to dive back in there safely. 0 for 2 yesterday. Is the sophomore right fielder in the first meeting against Crown Point. And he fouls that one back to even it out. This is one of 3 games happening in the Duneland Conference today. As this one's in off the hands on the ground to short. Matuzik will take it himself, and that will end the inning. Nothing comes of the leadoff walk by Cooper Gear. We've played 2, and we're scoreless. This is Game Night on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Get Pulse Technology on your team and score a touchdown with our managed print and copier services. Cover your bases with our IT and technology solutions, or hit a home run with our wide selection of office supplies. Scoreboards or AV solutions from Pulse Technology. That's a slam dunk. Or go for the grand slam with our office furniture and design services. Get in touch with us today. Pulse Technology, powering Indiana business since 1919.
Earn while you learn from the best hands in the business. The Bricklayers Allied Craft Workers for Indiana, Kentucky Apprenticeship. That's right, this is a paid apprenticeship.
I'm getting an education while learning a trade and getting paid for it.
The thing that surprised me the most about this apprenticeship program is the respect I have received after the proper time and training.
Classes start soon, so apply now. There are training centers throughout Indiana and Kentucky. We are the Bricklayers and Allied Craft Workers for Indiana, Kentucky Apprenticeship. The best hands in the business.
Keep up with all things Region Sports. Be sure to check us out on our social media pages. We are always active on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, X, and at our website at regionsports.com. Celebrating over 25 years, we are proud to still be the only game in town. Top of the order to begin the top of the 3rd inning for Crown Point. It's Sheets, Matuzik, and Dunlap. Sheets struck out swinging in the 1st inning, takes ball 1. Haas has done a great job of keeping this deadly offense off balance through 2. Just the 2 hits allowed, now 3 as that one gets past the diving Malloy and in the right field. It's a leadoff knock for Nathan Sheets and a second consecutive leadoff single for the visiting Bulldogs.
Shortstop, number 7, Caden Matuzak.
Matuzak hit by a pitch in the 1st. The shortstop. 458 average on the season. Takes ball one.
The way it's supposed to be. What's ours? Our executive board should be, we should be electing.
1-0. Runner goes. Pitch swung on and missed. Third on a second base on a bounce. Is not in time. Sheets swipes the bag at second.
They should be on opposite years, so you're not electing a brand new board every single.
But you're talking about your.
No, I'm talking about our Utah.
Pass. 31 pitches so far through 2+. With the 1-1. Breaking ball misses down and away. Tuzik taking all the way. Burns the first baseman, creeping in a little bit on the edge of the, let's say, lip of the infield grass, but it's an all-turf surface here in Valpo. Counts now 2-2. On this windy Wednesday night, we've had rain all throughout the area the last couple of days. 2-2. Tried to climb the ladder, couldn't get it. Now the stretch full count pitch. Chopper in off the hands, and a diving stab there made by Gill, and it forces Sheets to retreat to second. It is an infield single for Matuzik, his first of the day. That's a really good play, though, by the shortstop Gill. That probably saved 90 feet. Well, definitely did save 90 feet. Could have saved a run, though, possibly, too, because the left fielder Cooper Gear was playing very deep. And now Sean Dunlap will come on up. Dunlap, well, he had a day. 3 hits yesterday, including a triple and a home run. He takes that one off the plate. Singled to left field in the first inning in his first at bat today. So 4 hits against this Valpo pitching staff so far in this series. Now to stretch the 1-0. Cut on and missed. Sheets the runner on second. Matuzik off first. Consecutive singles to begin the Crown Point third. In a scoreless game here. Here's the 1-1. Dunlap takes off the plate. And you saw him motioning towards that outer corner saying, I thought I was out, and the home plate umpire agrees. Two 1. Missed again, another fastball. They're really working that outer edge against him. They don't want to give him anything middle or middle in. That is his sweet spot. And that is where he's made so many teams pay. He's driven in 20 so far, and he's got a hitter's count. That one is fouled, and the count runs full. He was hacking there, trying to break the scoring seal in this one. Round point yesterday, their offense in their 4 half innings of work scored in 3 of them. They've been held without a run in 2 so far. 3-2 is lifted in the air to right field. Ream racing in. Campson makes the catch. Both runners have to hustle back to their respective bases. And there's the first down of the inning. It's a big one for the Viking defense.
Catcher, number 9, Connor Gaines.
You get Dunlap to fly out there on a full count pitch. And now Connor Gaines will bat, looking to do a job. Gaines flew out to right field in the first inning. First pitch to him. Right down the middle, strike 1. This Valpo pitching staff certainly helping themselves here today. And with a team ERA of 5.03. Like I said, they were inflated yesterday because of the 11 runs allowed, on top of the fact that this is only game 6 on the year for them. Now the stretch the 1-1. Tapped back. And another pitcher's count here. Both runners go on a 1-2. That's fouled off the hitter. Line down the right field line, falling quickly. It's a fair ball and will roll into the corner. Sheets will score easily. Matuzik right behind him. He will score without a play. It's a 2 RBI triple for Connor Gaines, and Crown Point breaks the scoring seal and takes a 2-0 lead.
Center fielder, number 3.
They were threatening with an opportunity to score a pair in the first inning with runners on second and third with 2 out. They couldn't do it this time. First and second, they got them both in motion, and it paid off.
Courtesy runner at third
for
base.
Gaines, it's
number 18.
RBI number 14 and 15 on the year. And it's his second triple, the most of any Bulldog this season. And stands in and cuts and misses. Good off-speed pitch there. Strikeout victim to end the first inning. Pops that one up. It will stay in the infield and playable for Burns. The first baseman backpedals and makes a treacherous catch for out number 2.
Third baseman, number 13, Andrew Long.
Strike one call to Andrew Long, who led off the second inning with a single. Crown Point scoring a pair here in this third inning if you're just joining us. 5 hits on the day as that one gets to the backstop. A courtesy runner for Gaines. Not going. It is Zeronius, the junior outfielder by trade. He's courtesy running for the catcher Connor Gaines with that big-time 2 RBI triple. That's out of play right side. It's 1-2 with 2 away. Valpo will have 8 and 9 in the top of the order due up in their half of the third. One, two. Pop foul again.
The third place person is being on the second place person. I checked it right.
Crown Point 3-0 in Duneland Conference play so far. They swept LaPorte last week. They took the opener between these two squads yesterday on their campus. Trying to join Chesterton as the only 4-0 team in the Duneland Conference. Count moves to 2 balls and 2 strikes. Chesterton off tonight after sweeping Michigan City earlier this week. Portage also has a chance to get to 4-0 in the conference with a win tonight, too. That bounces away. Cerrone is coming to the plate. The throw is not in time, and it's 3-0 Crown Point. That ball Took a firm bounce off the turf and then off of the catcher's gear and rolled away. So now Long just looks to do a job to keep the inning alive. Full count with 2 away and no one on base. And the pitch is swung on and missed for strike 3. A good breaking ball down and away. And got Long to fish. But Ground Point takes the lead here in the 3rd inning. 3 runs off 3 hits. No errors and no one left on base. You're watching Game Night on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
At American Testing Services, based in Hobart, Indiana, we specialize in NDT drone inspections and heat treatment services for local mills, fab shops, and facilities across the country. From Northwest Indiana to nationwide, we deliver precision, safety, and reliability. American Testing Services, America's trusted name in NDT.
With electrical services from Economy Electric Heating and Cooling, you can radiate the perfect amount of light and energy into your home. From rewiring and code upgrades to ceiling fans, lighting, security, and more, Economy Electric Heating and Cooling's trained electricians will make sure you can enjoy your home on full power all the time. For a free estimate on electrical work, call Economy Electric Heating and Cooling at 219-923-4441, and you can visit them on the web at 4ajobdoneright.com. That's the number 4ajobdoneright.com.
At the conclusion of tonight's game, we'll name the Crowd Companies Lantern Man Superhero of the Game. Crowd Companies, the insurance professionals. Jackson Burns will lead things off. His team now chasing 3 runs on the 3 spot in Crown Point's top half of this frame. Here's joining us. Welcome to Valpo High School, everybody, here on the Region Sports Network. That one's fouled off. Captain Malater, Zach Sinelli, Marmario Jr., Chris Ramirez, Rich Castillo, Zach Miller, and Mike Dewan with you. Each team's 4th game in conference play this season. I mentioned Crown Point trying to get to 4-0. Valpo trying to get to 3-1. Portage gets Maryville at home tonight. Indians are 3-0. And LaPorte traveling to Lake Central. The Slicers still in search of their first win in conference play. 2-2. It's swung on and missed. A good curveball. That got Burns out in front for the 3rd strikeout of the game for the southpaw, Riley Ackerman. Ackerman so far, 2 1/3, 3 strikeouts, a walk, no hits allowed so far, but he gives up his first hit by pitch. Jaden Andrews, the number 9 hole hitter. Here comes the 1-out base runner that Valpo so desperately needs, and it comes with the top of the order. Coming up, Trent Gill bats for the 2nd time. He popped out on about a 4.5, 5-footer in front of home plate. That the pitcher Ackerman unintentionally collided with Long and Gaines to make the play. And by collision, it was more just a shoulder bump than anything else. Ackerman will check on the runner. He's back in there safely. Sky to the right side. In a shallow right. Sheets goes out there, and the second baseman has it for out number 2.
Catcher, number 5.
So 2 pop-outs for Gill on the day, and Jepson will step in for a 2nd time. He got fooled by a really nasty front door curveball from Ackerman. That was in the 1st inning. Vikings still in search of their first hit of the day. And Jepson chops this on 1-hop to the shortstop, Matuzik. He'll flip it to the covering Sheets, and that's that in the 3rd. No runs, no hits, no errors, and a runner left on first. We played 3. It's Crown Point 3, Valpo nothing. This is Game Night on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Sometimes the hardest part of improving your business isn't coming up with a great idea. It's knowing what to do with it. Chester Inc. Architectural and Construction Services is ready to meet all your industrial and commercial construction needs. Whether it's a small build-out or a complete construction project, Chester will design, build, and finance. Our team eliminates multiple contractors, providing you a single point of contact while staying within your budget. Chester Inc. Architectural and Construction Services, turning your ideas into realities.
You ready? Let's go! Yeah. For those of you that want to know what we're all about, it's like this, y'all. This is 10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, 100% reason to remember the name.
Your future starts
here.
At the conclusion of tonight's game, we'll name the Boilermakers Local 374 Blue Collar Player of the Game. Brought to you by Boilermakers Local 374. Earn while you learn with Boilermakers Local 374. Top of the fourth inning, 7, 8, 9. Two up for Crown Point. And Logan Johnston, the first baseman, will bat first. 3 runs on 3 hits in the third inning. There's how the Bulldogs have their advantage on the scoreboard. As the inning starts off with a swinging strike. It's a really cool day across baseball. Up at the major league level, Jackie Robinson Day. Every player in the big leagues wearing 42 today in honor of the day that Jackie broke baseball's color barrier. A lot of cool tributes going on social media, including both the Chicago MLB teams putting out their respective tributes a little bit ago as the count moves to 1-2. High chopper up on the third base line, and it kicks foul. Johnston flew out to center field his first time up. First baseman, a .263 hitter in his early stages of his senior season. 1-2. They'll check it. No swing at first base. Two. Flails at it and stays alive. Definition of throwing your bat at it and hoping for contact there from Johnson on a good 2-strike pitch. Yeah, still out there. And he gets him swinging. Climbing the ladder with a high fastball on pitch number 61 of the day. And there is his fourth, strikeout on this one. All of them swinging. As Connor Trapp will bat. Second time for him. A fly out in a shallow right field to Beckett Ream of Valparaiso in the second inning. Gets jammed and pops this one up in right field again. Ream to his right makes the play, and there's 2 quick outs. Your Valpo, that's what you need. You need these quick innings defensively. Try to gain any momentum possible against a Crown Point team that leads by 3 runs. And the Valpo offense just has no answers right now for Riley Ackerman. Lefty's been so strong through 3. It's been a different story. Haas has had to battle his way through 3 2/3 so far. As he's bound to throw his 64th pitch of the game. And it misses high. Payne flew out to center field to end the second inning. Likely the most efficient frame so far for Valpo on defense. It started with a leadoff single from Andrew Long, then 3 consecutive flyouts to end the frame. 2-1, never had a chance to meet the strike zone. It's 3-1. Payne trying to flip the lineup card over. 3-1 in there, strike 2 called. Pitch that appeared to be up and in. Payne began his jog down to first base rather. And now the count is full. Here it comes. Down the ground is short. Gill charges and throws on the run in time to end the inning. First 3-up, 3-down inning of the ball game for the Valpo defense. They needed it now. They're down by 3. This is Game Night on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
At Blyce, we're used to having the athlete shop at our store.
Down, sit, put.
But sometimes they get carried away. Blyce, this is where the athlete shops.
Located in the heart of downtown Indianapolis, the newly renovated Hampton Inn is within walking distance to over 30 restaurants and attractions, including Lucas Oil Field and Cambridge Fieldhouse. Hampton Inn has much to offer, including a hot breakfast, high-speed internet access in every room, as well as a fitness center. Why wait? Make your reservations today. Call 317-261-1200 or make them on the web at hamptonin3.hilton.com. Hampton Inn, Indianapolis, downtown.
Stay with us after the game. We'll name the Proud Union Home Play of the Game, presented by Ironworkers Local 395. Ironworkers Local 395. To find out how you can become a Union Ironworker, visit ironworkers395.com. The opportunity here, chasing 3 for Valpo. They got 3-4-5 slated to hit against Riley Ackerman, the left-hander, who has been so good so far through 3. 3 strikeouts, a walk and hit by pitch. He's yet to give up a base hit. Here comes his 1-1. Curveball missing, arm side. And it's 2-1. Crown Point in a stretch where they're just playing great baseball. Obviously, 9-game winning streak to begin the season. Averaging over 11 runs a game. Defensively, allowing just 2 runs a game flat. As the 3-1 is skied out of play to the right side. As the count runs full. The team ERA for Crown Point's pitching staff is 1.65 coming into this one. Absurd. Here's a 3-2. Curveball missing for ball 4. And it's a leadoff walk for DJ Malloy. He was 0 for 1 with a pop out to second base. Boy for the first time in this one. Cooper Gear, who was the first base runner for Valpo, worked a walk to start off the second. Stands in for another left-on-left battle here. Malloy dances off first. He has a first pitch fastball. Crosses in for strike 1. Oh, 1 jammed him and skied it to the left side. Less than 2 outs in the inning, and they're going to double off Malloy. I don't know if Malloy lost it in the sky or what happened there. By the time that ball was caught by Matusik, the shortstop, he was standing on second base, and there was no chance to get back in time unless there was an errant throw from the shortstop. So a P6, 6-3 putout, and now there's 2 away. And a 1-0 pitch is sent in the air, shallow right field, and it falls in front of Dunlap for a base hit. Ben Glass has Valparaiso's first hit of the game. And first hit against a Crown Point pitcher after being no hit yesterday.
Designated hitter number 17, Logan Dilly.
Little bloop shot there brings up Logan Dilly, the DH, with 2 down and the runner on first. That's one of those at-bats where you just were like, man, if the base running blender doesn't happen there, you're thinking first and second, maybe even first and third with only 1 out. So now Dilly tries to extend the inning some more. Takes a fastball that missed on the arm side for ball 1. Two and out. We'll check on the runner. Valpo 4-1 overall, 2-1 in Doolin Conference play. A comparative better start than a year ago when they won the state title, where they dropped 4 of their first 5 before rattling off wins in 25 of their next 26. Three ball count with 2 away here to Dilly. Right down the middle for strike 1. Dilly flew out to right field in the second. Takes the 3-1 pitch high. It's a 5-pitch walk. And all of a sudden now Valparaiso will bring up the tying run of the plate. First mound visit as well for Crown Point. Ackerman, like we said, has been so good so far. That was just the first that he allowed a couple moments ago. First time multiple base runners has reached at the same time for Valpo in this one.
Right fielder, number 19, Beckett Reen.
Beckett Reen. It bounced into a fielder's choice in the second. Will come on up for the second time. Left on right out of the stretch, the first pitch. Backdoor curveball misses outside. Ream has yet to drive in a run this season. He is just 2 for 14 on the campaign. Fastball missing, 2 balls and no strikes. Glass off second, Dilly on first with 2 down. And the 2-0. Jackson and Burns on deck should the inning continue. Now the stretcher comes. The kick and a step off from Ackerman. (3-0) in there for a strike. (3-1) is chopped to the right side. Sheets is to charge in. Throw to first in time to get him. And that will end the inning. Valparaiso got a couple runners on. Neither come to score. We have played 4. It's 3-0 Crown Point. This is Game Night on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
I was born, raised, started the family, and worked my nearly 30-year career in law enforcement, both as a local police officer and as an ATF agent, all here in Lake County. I promise to lead differently, restore the public's trust in the Sheriff's Department, and to build a world-class police organization that is focused on serving you. In this election, Lake County residents have a different choice, a better way. I'm Jason Gore, and I approve this message.
On-Site Generator Solutions is a locally owned and operated power partner for Northwest Indiana homes. With over 14 years of experience, they handle tasks such as generators, residential electric, plumbing, automotive care, and more. can find them on Facebook. Give them a call at 219-516-6800 or search them up on the web at onsitegeneratorsolutions.com. On-Site Generator Solutions. Power you could count on every time, everywhere.
Welcome back. While we were away, there was a conversation about whether or not the first baseman's foot came off the bag. That is Johnston at first base. And from that angle, it kind of looks like he caught the ball and never touched the base. Let's take one more look at it here. Props to Zach Sinelli and Martin for getting this shot for you. Watch the foot of Johnston. It looks like it's simultaneous. He starts to lift his foot off the bag to throw it around the horn as he's catching the ball. They upheld the call on the field. It's one of those what-if calls where if there was instant replay, it probably gets reviewed and it may get overturned or not. We're here in the top of the fifth inning in a 3-0 game. Props again to Zach and Martin for getting that shot for you all at home. Part of our great Region Sports Network crew on site with you here at Valpo. Top the order in Nathan Sheets, who was on the assisting end of that 4-3 put out, and not really controversial, but definitely questioned ending to the home half of the fourth inning. Takes that one outside. It's 1-1. Sheets singled and scored in the third inning off of that Gaines 2 RBI triple. Counts now 2 balls and a strike. Ground Point winning 3-0. They've out-hit Valpo 5-1 so far in this one. That one, about a 57-footer, and it's 3 balls and a strike. And the earpiece falling out of Will Jepson's catching gear. So many more high school teams have introduced PitchCom and the earpiece devices. Not necessarily concerning to sign stealing that you obviously once saw at the major league level with the Houston Astros scandal in the late 2010s. But almost now as a way to prepare a lot of the catchers and infielders and just players for the next level of baseball. It's foul back, it's 3-2. So many college teams now across the country, it's nearly become universal to use PitchCom or similar devices to relay signs to a pitcher and then the corresponding infielders. That's off the end of the bat, and it finds a patch of grass in a shallow left center. It's a leadoff knock for Nathan Sheets.
Shortstop, number 7, Caden Matsuda.
His second single of the game. And it's the third time in the last 4 innings that Crown Point's put the leadoff base runner aboard. Caden Matsuda will bat. He's reached twice in this one. This is a big at bat here. Sean Dunlap is now on deck. He's 1 for 2, but everyone I think in the region knows about the power he has on his bat. There's an offensive conference being in, and once again they keep hacking at trying to fix the earpiece of Jepson. The Valpo catcher there. Right part of your screen. Also in the background, Caden Matsuda getting some warm-up hacks in as well. So this is the only flaw, though, with the PitchCom devices. When this happens, it does take some time to fix and reattach to a catcher's equipment and gear. It appears that they have it fixed. Swung and a miss, strike one to Caden Matusik. Singleton scored in the third. He was also hit by a pitch by Haas way back in the first. Runner's leaning, but he gets back in there just in time. It's top 10 matchup in the coaches poll tonight. Crown Point, who's ranked first. Valparaiso, the coaches poll, yes, tied for 6. Runner goes on the 0-1. Pitches a strike. Thrown on to second base. On a bounce. The tag, not in time. So, Sweep Sheets, beg your pardon, swipes the bag at second. Is now team high, 5th stolen base on the season. And it's another insurance run into scoring position for the Bulldogs. Here's an 0-2. Breaking ball in the dirt. Yeah, the count's now 1-2. Lifted in a shallow left center field. Glass broke back. Now charges in, makes the catch. Sheets stays at second base. There's out number 1 here in the 5th.
Right fielder, number 23, Sean Dunlap.
Now let's see. Sean Dunlap won't count about here. And we will see another conference and possibly a change here for Valpo. A right-hander up and throwing right now in their bullpen down the third base line. Yes, so far, 4 1/3. He's allowed 3 runs, all of them earned. So long meeting in the lines here. Wonder if they're also trying to buy some time as well. Believe that is Kellen Hosek, who's up and throwing right now in the Viking bullpen. Right-hander, we talk about his name a lot during football season. So now here's Dunlap with the base open. Will they elect to put him on? And looks like as of now they're going to pitch to him. Dunlap 1 for 2 in this one, as they go breaking ball down and away. Dunlap leads the team in average hits, home runs, and RBI. And he skies this one. Will the yard hold it? Out of play, it will not. And it's a foul ball. One. Swung on and missed. A changeup. Great pitch there. You can tell Dunlap was sitting that fastball and got way out in front of it. And now all of a sudden it's a true strike count here. Right on right, and the pitch. Outside, just missed. Two. Crushed to deep left field. This one will leave the yard. Sean Dunlap with his 5th homer of the season. And he delivers 2 more insurance runs for Crown Point here in the top of the 5th.
Catcher number 9, Connor Gaines.
Both outfielders in gear and glass barely even moving for that one. It's also Ribby's number 21 and 22 for the senior for Crown Point. Here's Connor Gaines, who had the go-ahead 2 RBI triple. Bounces this one to third. Andrews makes the play across, and there's 2 away.
Center fielder number 3, Brody Leggins.
Lions now 0 for 2, trying to extend the inning, and he takes strike 1. Or check, that was rather an appeal, instead down at first base, where they said no swing. 2-0. They made the decision as well to pitch to Dunlap there in that spot, too, even with the base open. And boy, did he make him pay. And it's now 2-1 as that pitch is fouled off. Two balls, 2 strikes, the count with 2 away. So far, the runs have come in bunches today for Crown Point. 3 in the third now, 2 here in the 5th. Fastball misses high. Count goes full. The Crown Point center fielder has struck out in the first and popped out in the third. Full count with 2 away. He pops this one up. Right side, drifting in a shallow right is Malloy, and he makes the grab to retire the side. But Crown Point tacks on a couple of more. Sean Dunlap's 5th homer of the season. A 2-run shot gives him the lead. 5-0 to score through 4.5 here on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Meet Scott Miller, a lifelong Northwest Indiana resident. Scott has spent his career serving his community as a teacher, school leader, and superintendent of Hammond schools. Today, he serves as chief of staff for the city of Hammond, helping lead operations and guide decisions that impact local families every day. Known for tackling tough challenges and making responsible, honest decisions, Scott is ready to bring steady leadership to the Lake County Council. Scott Miller, responsible, experienced, ready.
Some see a wrestling match. We see a 6-minute lesson in grit. Some see a coach sending a runner home. We see a mentor guiding a student athlete into the future. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Leading off for the
There, Pete Land and the Crown Point Pace Department are proud to support Crown Point Athletics and say, go Bulldogs. Crown Point remains dedicated to preserving history, celebrating everyday life, providing the best in-city services, and encouraging smart growth. Visit Bulldog Park on select Saturdays for the Crown Point Farmers Market beginning May 23rd. Purchase wares from 70-plus vendors from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. through September 26th. For more information, visit crownpoint.info/farmersmarket. 1 ball and a strike, the count. Jackson Burns, the batter. 8-9 in the top of the order here for Valparaiso, chasing 5 now. Following the Dunlap 2-run shot to left center in the top half of the frame. Ackerman, the starter, still out there. Third base side of the rubber with a 2-1, and it's a slow curveball that Burns got a piece of, but he fouls it off. It's 2-2. 2-2. Curveball misses. And Burns doing his best. Sean Dunlap there, motioning the ball away. Three-2. Ball 4. It's a leadoff walk.
Third baseman, number 12, Jaden Andrews.
So Jaden Andrews will bat here. Hit by a pitch, his only time up, and he takes strike 1.
No, the problem with this one is
Big cut, and it's quickly 0-2 on a fastball there from Ackerman. Here's the 0-2. Try to get him to chase out of the zone with a fastball. Couldn't do it. And they try the back pick with Burns at first. He's safe there. Valparaiso still just limited to 1 hit on the day. A 2-out single by Ben Glass in the bottom of the 4th inning. Here comes the 1-2. In off the hands, he stays alive. Another 1-2. A high chopper to the right side. Sheets goes to second for 1. Matusik back to first. It's in time for 2. 4-6-3 to clean up the leadoff walk. And the lineup car flips over for Trent Gill. That's not an easy play as well. Matusik, the shortstop, had to get that one over to first in a hurry. That high chopper naturally favors the runner, or the batter turning into the runner heading for first base. As Gill goes up 2 balls and no strikes. The second double play turned by the Crown Point defense today. The first kind of quote-unquote traditional DP, though. We saw a pop-out turn into a double play in the 4th inning. A P6 to a 6-3 right afterwards. And there that time, good old 4-6-3. 3-1 to Gill. Right in front of the mound, Ackerman will field his position to retire the side. It's an unconventional 3-up, 3-down inning. We go to the 6th. 5-0 the score. This is Game Night on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Have you heard? Stratton Manteau was voted Best of the Region 2025 in several categories, including Best Caterer, Deli, Flower Shop, Food and Grocery Delivery, Fried Chicken, Place to Buy Produce, Place to Buy Seafood, Loyalty Program, and Grocery Store. We're proud to be recognized by our community, and we're committed to continuing to deliver the variety, value, and convenience you deserve. See for yourself what it means to be the best when you shop at Stratton Manteau.
Hi, I'm Crowell Company's Lantern Man. If you're a contractor, it's my job to make your insurance coverage simple and affordable. Because I know time is money, I'll come to your business. Certificates and bonds are a snap. Wherever you are, whatever business you're in, we've got you covered. As Crowell Company's Lantern Man, I'm your insurance superhero. Crowell Company's Insurance Professionals, Highland, Merrillville, and Michigan City.
Northwest Indiana is home, and no one knows it better than Alex Nicola. Born and raised in the region, he's built a top real estate team focused on putting clients first. Visit the Nicola Group on the web at thenicholagroup.com. Pitching change, first of the game for Valparaiso and for either side. Kellen Hosick, the right-hander, will come in. Want to know if a 2.47 ERA, towing the slab for a now team-high 4th time this season, replacing Lucas Haas, who through 5 innings allowed 5 earned runs on 7 hits.
Leading off for Crown Point.
Struck out 3, hit a man, and did not have any walks and a wild pitch. He would get the loss if this decision were to hold. Andrew Long, the third baseman, will lead it off against Hosick. 1 for 2 on the day. As the fastball misses high. There's a great curveball, 1-1. One and two.
I like her. She's the smartest. Yeah, but we're going to get along though.
Here comes the 1-2. High fly ball deep into left center. Glass on the run makes the catch in the power alley for out number 1. Long got a good piece of it.
First baseman,
he walks back to the dugout, kind of just shaking his head, saying, how did that ball not fall? It was hit hard, just right at the man. And the man had to make a nice run to get to it, too, and beat the ball to the spot. Logan Johnston, 0 for 2 in this one, steps up. And drives it foul to the right side. Oh, 1. Messed up. One's a curveball that misses by the ankles. It's 2 balls and a strike. Hosick rifles a fastball by him. It's 2-2. Trying to work a clean 6th inning here. Give his team a shot. Down by 5. The offense really needs to get going, though, as there's action going on in the Crown Point bullpen. Right-hander up and throwing. As Johnston punches this one to the right side. Malloy all over it, and there's 2 away.
Designated hitter, number 19, Connor Trapp.
Trapp will bat. He's flown out twice, both to Ream in right field. Hosick out of the stretch, center of the rubber. His first offering. He is right down the middle for a strike. Breaking ball misses, 1-1. Papa's pitching staff doing a good job of limiting this Crown Point offense. At points throughout this one. And of course, the announcer's jinx happens right there as that ball's shot into the gap in left center. Trapp takes the turn for 2, and he's got a 2-out double. It was bound to happen at some point today.
Left fielder, number 1.
Anyways, this is an offense that's averaging over 11 runs a game. Giving up 5 so far. And it's a Crown Point team that has reached double figures 6 times in their just over 9.5 games played this season. For Trapp, that's his first extra base hit of the season. As Carson Payne takes ball 1. Left fielder also 0 for 2 in this one. As he takes that one in the air quote dirt. Now to that trap double. Payne is just one of 2 hitters in this Crown Point lineup who has yet to reach base at least once. Against the center fielder 0 for 3 so far. The other one, that one's pieced down the left field line, but it's foul. Clanging off the sidewall. And the count moves to 2 balls and a strike. And the pitch. Line and caught at shortstop by Trent Gill. A nice leaping catch to end the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a runner left in scoring position. 5-0 Crown Point to score. Bottom of the 6th. Up next, this is Game Night on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Thinking about what to do after high school? Consider a career with Boilermakers Local 374. As a Boilermaker apprentice, you'll earn while you learn. We offer excellent wages and benefits, and as part of our no-cost hands-on apprenticeship program, you'll learn from the best in state-of-the-art training centers and on the job. Become a union Boilermaker and get on your way to a great career. Find out more, visit www.local374.org or call 219-845-1000.
IBEW Local 697 isn't just wiring buildings. We're woven into the very fabric of Northwest Indiana. We're your neighbors. Our kids go to school with yours. We stand in the same bleachers cheering for the same high school teams. When you hire a union electrician, you're not just getting the highest quality work. You're supporting our community. IBEW Local 697, proudly powering our own.
To keep up with all things Region Sports, be sure to check us out on our social media pages. We're always active on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, X, and our website at regionsports.com. Celebrating over 25 years, we're proud to still be the only game in town. 2-3-4 due up for Valparaiso.
Catcher number 5, Will Jepson.
Against Riley Ackerman, who's still out there. 72 pitches through 5 innings of 1 hit, no run baseball. He struck out 3 in this one. And he gets out in front 0-1 to one of those strikeout victims, Jepson. That came way back in the bottom of the 1st inning. Jepson sends the 0-1 into shallow center. Williams coming in, and he makes the catch for out number 1.
Second baseman, number 10, D.J. Malloy.
Valpo, 1 hit. They've got several base runners on, though. 4 walks, a hit by pitch as well. They've had some base runners on. They've had some traffic against Ackerman. He's just been able to navigate it and get out of it unscathed so far. Here's the 1-0. P.J. Malloy takes ball 2. Popped down in the 1st. He walked in the 4th. Left on right action here. Ackerman out of the windup and his pitch. Curveball in there. Valpo has a team this offense significantly below a couple of their averages. They were averaging 7 runs a game entering this one. Averaging just a hair under 8 hits a game as well, too. 7.8, the exact figure there. No runs on 1 hit in this one today. On a 2-2, Malloy takes outside. That one is a wild pitch. And it's ball 4. And a 1-out base runner.
Left fielder, number 23, Cooper Gear.
Left-handed hitter Cooper Gear batting here. 0 for 2, or 0 for 1, beg your pardon. Or to walk in the second. Popped out into a double play in the 4th inning. Really changed the momentum and the complexion of that inning when Malloy got doubled off at first base. Either for getting the outs, not knowing where the ball was, or whatever the reasoning may be. 0-1. The southpaw misses with the fastball. One, a little blooper caught it short by Matuzik. And he will chase Malloy back to the bag. The batter is out. Matuzik, I guess, intentionally dropped it.
Center fielder, number 8,
ruling.
Ben Glass.
So Ben Glass will be the batter with 2 away. On a soft lineout. Lineout describing the trajectory of the ball, not necessarily the velocity. On one hop to second, Sheets all over it. And, well, they turned 4 there. They got 4 outs that inning. They only needed the lead runner. So a fielder's choice will end the 6th inning. We go to the 7th. Still 5-0. This is Game Night on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Four Seasons Mechanical proudly serves Northwest Indiana, providing quality, reasonably priced, reliable service. With a quality and comfort guarantee, the professionals at Four Seasons Mechanical offer a wide range of services in heating, ventilation, and air conditioning. Whether it's residential or commercial, Four Seasons Mechanical is there 24/7. To find out more, the website is fourseasonsmechanical.com or give them a call at 219-756-7020. Four Seasons Mechanical, your indoor air quality specialist.
Welcome back, Mayor P. Land and the Crown Point Pace Department are proud to support Crown Point Athletics and say, Go Bulldogs! Crown Point remains dedicated to preserving history, celebrating everyday life, providing the best in-city services, and encouraging smart growth. Visit Bulldog Park on Slick Saturdays for the Crown Point Farmers Market beginning May 23. Purchase wares from 70-plus vendors from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. through September 26. For more information, visit crownpoint.info/farmersmarket. 7th inning is here. Crown Point looking for an extra insurance run or two in what they hope is the last inning of this ballgame. High breaking ball, bounced foul to the left side. It's quickly 0-2. It's Nathan Sheets who represents the top of the order. So we'll see Sean Dunlap one more time in this one, who crushed a home run to left center in the 5th. Hosek out there, 2nd inning of relief for the righty. And it's 0-2. Just got a piece of it. Still 0-2. May have checked. He did not. It's strike 3. On the appeal down to first base, they ring him up. And it's Hosek's first strikeout out of the bullpen.
Number 7, Caden Matuzak.
1 for 2 showing today for the shortstop for Crown Point Matuzak. Singled in the 3rd, flew out in the 5th. He's also been hit by a pitch today. Takes a breaking ball off the outer her 3rd. Obviously, stay with us after the final pitch. In this one, we got some post-game hardware to hand out here on the Region Sports Network. 1-0 clips the bottom edge of the strike zone and even it out. Matuzak not thrilled with the call, just based off of the body language and the facial expression we can see here from the press box. 1-1 on a couple of hops. Gill plays the high hop at short, and it's dropped at first base by Burns. Oh, he had a throw, beat him by about a step or two. Well, it's going to be an error. And a base runner here in the 7th with Sean Dunlap at the plate. Now you really got to be careful
right fielder number 23, Sean
and how you attack him here.
We're trying to skip somebody in the order here.
Dunlap, 2-run homer his last time up. Ball 1. It was Dunlap's 5th homer of the season, team high. Getting a lot of looks from colleges as he prepares to head to the next stage of his career. Got jammed, and he fights it off to make it 1-1. Hosick, center of the rubber, working out of the stretch on a 1-1. A pop-up straight behind home plate. Jepson says he has it, and he does for out number 2. Big out there. Gets weak contact from the big bat in Dunlap. Now Connor Gaines will step up. Gaines 1 for 3 overall. Runner goes on a pitch that's in and out of the mid of the catcher's glove, and it's an easy 90 feet from Matuzik. Crown Point looking for one more extra run just for safekeeping here. 3 outs away from a win defensively. A flare down the right field line and a foul ground ream. Just doesn't have the pace to get to it. It's a foul ball. Hosick. Line into left field. That's a base hit off the bat of Connor Gaines. Around third, Matuzik. The relay throw is cut off. It's 6-0 as Connor Gaines has his 3rd RBI of the game. Also heads up base running. He took second base on the throw. And the courtesy run for him.
Number 3, Brody Langhans.
And once again, the courtesy runner, Nomikos Zeronius, will re-enter.
Runner at second base for the catchers, number 18, Nomikos Zeronius.
Courtesy ran for Gaines earlier. The umpires are going to come together, though. Not sure why. I think probably just to figure out and just confirm that it's the right courtesy runner, but Crown Point's only used him today off the bench. Well, like I said, not trying to figure out what's the reasoning for this year. The courtesy runner rule makes sense, obviously. Gaines is catching, so allows him to go get his gear on to help expedite the process in between innings. So I'm not sure why the umpires felt the need to stop the game there. Langhans, who is 0 for 3. One of just 2 batters in this lineup who is yet to reach base today for Crown Point. Make him 1-1 as it gets hit by a pitch up and in.
Third baseman, number 13, Andrew Long.
So now Carson Payne's the only one. Down in the number 9 spot. He's yet to reach base. Went too far. Did Andrew Long for strike one. 7th inning. Ground point. 1 run here in this frame already. Really trying to break it open. 3 outs away defensively from starting 4-0 in the Duneland Conference. There's a cut and a miss on a high curveball. It's 0-2. Long, who singled way back in the 2nd inning, was left there. 3 runs in the 3rd for Crown Point, then 2 runs in the 5th, and now 1 here in the 7th. There's a high fastball. A little bit too far out of the zone. Couldn't get the bite there from Long as they tried to change the eye level of the right-handed hitter.
Right, but that's the one I got, wasn't it?
1-2. A high fly ball in the left center. Gear on the run. Tracks it down and makes the catch to end the inning. Crown Point gets 1 more, though. 3 outs away from a win. You're watching Game Night on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Get Pulse Technology on your team and score a touchdown with our managed print and copier services. Cover your bases with our IT and technology solutions, or hit a home run with our wide selection of office supplies. Scoreboards or AV solutions from Pulse Technology. That's a slam dunk. Or go for the grand slam with our office furniture and design services. Get in touch with us today. Pulse Technology, powering Indiana business since 1919.
Earn while you learn from the best hands in the business. The Bricklayers Allied Craftworkers for Indiana Kentucky Apprenticeship. That's right, this is a paid apprenticeship.
I'm getting an education while learning a trade and getting paid for it.
The thing that surprised me the most about this apprenticeship program is the respect I have received after the proper time and training.
Classes start soon, so apply now. There are training centers throughout Indiana and Kentucky. We are the Bricklayers and Allied Craftworkers for Indiana Kentucky Apprenticeship. The best hands in the business.
Welcome back. We got pitching change here for Crown Point prior to the 7th inning. And it will be the righty in Callan Figursky who enters here for the Bulldogs, trying to nail down the final 3 outs in this one after a tremendous start by Riley Ackerman. Figursky is appearing in a game for the 5th time this season, 1-0 with a .81 ERA.
Number 21, Callan Figursky. Leading off for the Vikings, designated hitter number 17, Logan Dilly.
Ackerman's final line, 6 innings, no runs, 1 hit, 3 strikeouts, 5 walks, and hit by a pitch, but he's in line for what would be his 3rd win of the season, assuming nothing goes awry here for Crown Point in the bottom of the 7th. Logan Dilly got a piece of the 1-0. It's 1-1. Dilly, Ream, Burns. That's 6, 7, 8 here for Valpo as a high curveball misses. Crown Point 3 outs away from their 2nd sweep in conference play this season. Doing so against the Port last week at the home and home there. Dilly pipes this one up. Sheets calls off Johnston for out number 1.
Right fielder, number 19, Beckett Ream.
So Beckett Ream will be the batter. Oh for 2. He's grounded into a fielder's choice and a ground out to second base. Now the windup at strike 1. Ackerman, just another quality start for this Crown Point pitching staff, which has been so good this season. We mentioned it a little bit ago, a 1.65 staff earned run average in play today, and they've limited their opponents to hit for an average of 164. I believe they're saying that Fagursky came off the rubber. So the count is still 0-2. I believe they're calling that no pitch. Fouled right off the mask. Still 2 strikes. Still 2 strikes. Down the ground to short. Matuzik gobbles it up. High throw. The tag is applied. And there's 2 down now here in the bottom of the 7th.
First baseman, number 11, Jackson.
Nice job
Burns.
there by Johnston applying that sweep tag on the back of Beckett Ream. And Jackson Burns will be the last hope here for Valparaiso in this one. First pitch. Off the outer edge, ball 1. Burns, strikeout and a walk in this one. Walk coming in the 5th inning against Ackerman. Fagursky falling behind here. 2 balls and no strikes. Trying to find that 21st out. Always the toughest to get. You talk to anyone in the game, old and young. The last out's always the toughest one. It's a nasty breaking ball to make it 2-1. 2-2 right down the middle. And now the Vikings are down to their final strike in this one. 2-2. Foul tipped into the middle of the catcher, and that'll do it. Crown Point comes on the road to Valparaiso. Defeats the Vikings by a final of 6-0 and win both legs of the regular season series between the two sides. A all-around win. Pitching staff was great. The offense did its job when it needed to. Wasn't as dominant as it was yesterday, but it was a tale of that bats where guys were just grinding it out to do their job. We'll take our final break of the day. We'll come back, point out some awards, and roll the credits on this one. Crown Point 6, Valpo nothing. This is Game Night on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Sometimes the hardest part of improving your business isn't coming up with a great idea. It's knowing what to do with it. Chester Inc. Architectural and Construction Services is ready to meet all your industrial and commercial construction needs. Whether it's a small build-out or a complete construction project, Chester will design, build, and finance. Our team eliminates multiple contractors, providing you a single point of contact while staying within your budget. Chester Inc. Architectural and Construction Services, turning your ideas into realities.
You ready? Let's go! Yeah. For those of you that want to know what we're all about, it's like this, y'all. This is 10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, 100% reason to remember the name.
Your future starts
here.
Welcome back here to Valparaiso High School. We're here to wind down the night from a Crown Point 6-0 win over the Valparaiso Vikings. It was a game in which Crown Point and Valparaiso were trading punch for punch in the zeros category on the scoreboard before that 3-run third inning helped Crown Point take the lead and they never looked back. Time now to name the Crowell Companies Lantern Man Superhero of the Game. Crowell Companies have offices open from 9 to 7, Monday through Friday, and Saturdays till 2 in Highland, Maryville, and Michigan City. The Crowell Companies Lantern Man Superhero of the Game tonight was Connor Gaines, a 3 RBI performance for him tonight, including the game-winning 2 RBI triple in the top of the third inning. It was Gaines' big-time hit that really opened the scoring in this one and helped Crown Point propel to their 10th win on the season. For Gaines, it was RBIs 14 and 15. He'll later get his 16th one later in the game, his second triple of the season as well. Time now for the Blue Collar Player of the Game, brought to you by Boilermakers Local 374. Boilermakers Local 374. Earn while you learn with Boilermakers Local 374. And our Blue Collar Player of the Game tonight was DJ Malloy. He had to grind out some at-bats. So many Vikings did in a game in which they were shut out. He had some great at-bats. 2 plate appearances where he worked 2 walks, reached twice, and was one of the only guys who reached multiple times. In fact, the only batter to reach multiple times for this Valparaiso offense today. He is our Blue Collar Player of the Game. Now time to name the Proud Union Home Play of the Game, presented by Ironworkers Local 395. Ironworkers Local 395 to find out how you can become a Union Ironworker. Visit ironworkers395.com. And tonight's Ironworkers 395 Play of the Game was the mammoth 2-run home run hit by Sean Dunlap in the top of the 5th inning. I beg your pardon. His 5th home run on the season was a no-doubter into the parking lot in left center field. And both outfielders, Cooper Gear in left field and Ben Glass in center field, barely even moved. That's how hard and is how crushed that baseball was. That was tonight's Ironworkers 395 Play of the Game, presented by Ironworkers Local 395, Union Strong. Well, that's going to do it for us here at Valparaiso High School. Your final line score, the Crown Point Bulldogs, 6 runs on 9 hits without an error. They left 6 on base. Valparaiso, no runs on 1 hit with an error. They left 5 on base. The win goes to Riley Ackerman. 6 innings of no-run ball, 1 hit, 3 strikeouts, 5 walks, and hit by pitch. He's now 3-0. The loss goes to Lucas Haas. 5 innings of 5-run ball. All 5 runs were earned. 7 hits, 3 strikeouts, no walks, a hit by pitch, and a wild pitch. He falls to 0-1 on the season. Special thanks to our executive producer, Chris Ramirez, our operations manager, Rich Castillo, coordinating producer, Zach Miller, and our sports director, Mike Dewan. To the coaches and administrators at both programs, for Valparaiso, Todd Evans and Stacy Adams, the head coach and AD, respectively, Steve Strayer and Bill Derula at Crown Point, respectively. For our entire crew on site here at Valparaiso, for Zach Sinelli and Martin Rio Jr., I'm Kevin Malater, saying so long. We thank you for watching on RegionSports.com, YouTube/Region Sports, Facebook/Region Sports Nation, and the IHSAA Champions Network. You've been watching a special presentation of Game Night in the Region on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Tonight's broadcast is made possible by Strack & Van Til, your favorite Indiana-made grocery store. Crowell Insurance Company, the insurance superheroes. Ironworkers Local 395, proud to be Union. 4 Seasons Mechanical, quality and comfort is our guarantee. Boilermakers Local 374, earn while you learn. Pulse Technology, leading the way in technological innovation for over 70 years. Visit Michigan City LaPorte, closer than you think, better than you imagine. IBEW Local 697, proud to support high school sports. Bricklayers